Alabama held its pro day today, and the star of the show, quarterback Ty Simpson, subject of much debate in recent days for a variety of different reasons, still slotted in as QB2, but exactly when will QB2 come off the board? For more on that, let's bring in our Stacey Dales as well as Lance Zierlein. Stacey, I'll start with you. You saw Ty up close and personal at the Combine. You've spoken with people about him. Just give me your analysis of exactly where he stands in the big picture 29 days out from the draft.
Yeah, Tom and Lance, don't you love the draft hyperbole? Doesn't it just enthrall you and pull you in deeper? I mean, the conversation around Ty Simpson right now, and our buddy over at ESPN, I guess we're all with ESPN now, Field Yates, called his workout today at Alabama razor sharp, saying the accuracy and the tempo stood out. And he had a good workout at the Combine, too. And for a guy who went 11-4 last season, first year as a starter, 15 starts, that is the question. It's all about the experience. Those are the conversations that keep coming up, and kind of the way his season transpired, right, Lance? I mean, that last stretch of games, 6 games, we saw a little bit more in terms of the interceptions, the mechanics. And I asked Simpson himself, how did you evaluate yourself last season? I asked him at the Combine. And he said he had really good command of the offense, good command at the line of scrimmage, but specifically maybe towards the end of the season, maybe not let's think about the blitz so much, the pressure so much, and a little bit more of simply the pocket mechanics, how comfortable he was back there, in terms of his dropbacks, how grounded he stayed with those dropbacks, and how he took hits in the pocket, and certainly how long he stayed in the pocket, Lance. So he did a lot of self-evaluation. But we are all evaluating him. You are evaluating him. And some think his stock is shooting up. Curious to know your thoughts.
I don't think it's shooting up. I mean, it is whatever it is. It's just he gets more conversation or less conversation. In this case, a lot more conversation. I think when you look at him early on, as you mentioned, Stacey, it was intoxicating, some of the things you saw on tape. Then it got very sobering very quickly at the back half of the season. Now, he also had some injuries that he was fighting through. But I think what's unfortunate is there was a lot of good, a little bit of not so good, but it was only 1 year as a starter. And in most cases, it's not a big deal. We roll on to the next season, but he's coming out in the draft, so he gets the draft microscope. And the draft microscope can be relentless. And it leads to hyperbole one way or another. And I think he is a good young prospect with a lot of positive things to build on. But I think it's very important that he gets to the right organization, Stacey. It's very important that he gets to the right place with a patient ownership, a good head coach, and more importantly, a good play caller / quarterback coach in that building.
There's so much potential there. You know, it's interesting too, Lance, his left tackle, Kaden Proctor, enormous man, athletic beyond measure at his size. And we'll be anxious to see where Ty Simpson goes. I'll be anxious to see where this guy's going. One of my favorite players at the draft, of course, Kaden Proctor. Almost 6'7", 352, and near 82-inch wingspan. You watched him work for the entirety of his career there at Alabama. You see him highlighted here at left tackle. He played through a torn labrum in 24. That's how tough he is. He missed the first 2 games that season. He comes back and starts 11 games playing through that injury. There was a point when he was young, he was roughly 400 pounds when he got to Alabama. They called him Krispy Kreme. Don't worry about it. That's all in the past because he lost and shredded his body. He dropped all that weight. The guy can jam a basketball in 3 steps, okay? He sent me that video at the Combine. I am going to be fascinated. When I spoke to him, he said, my athleticism, my strength, and my power are going to separate me, Lance, and he is going to be something else at the next level.
Listen, he's got some freaky attributes, and weight is the biggest thing, right? Can he keep his weight off? And Duke Manyweather down in Dallas, the Frisco area, one of the best with O-line masterminds at getting guys down to where they need to be and actually keeping them there in the offseason as well. If he has a discipline to keep his weight down, he played too heavy this year. That was most of his problems were due to his weight. He can keep his weight down, Tom. He's got a real opportunity to be one of the most impactful offensive linemen, maybe the most impactful offensive lineman in this entire draft, if he keeps that weight where it needs to be.
29 days to go till the NFL draft kicks off in Pittsburgh. So much more to come. Stacey and Lance, thank you both very much. Where can you find the insiders? Everywhere. 7 p.m. Eastern Time, Monday through Friday, and also right after this.